Good evening all, how are we doing? I hope we are all well. I always forget now these days because this light seems to just reset itself every single time. I forget to change that back. There we go. How are we all doing? Hope we're all well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. New week of daily races. We're actually on time for a stream, which is very rare. In fact, no, we weren't. We were 2 minutes late, but there we go. Fabrice, how are we doing? RL250. Good luck, like deployed. Good man. Thank you very much. Watching the stream and RL250 stream. There we go. So RL's in the chat, and Fabrice is watching his stream also across 2 different screens. Wonderful stuff. Good luck both. Thank you very much, buddy. Same to you. If you are racing, that would be some effort to race and watch 2 streams, but I'm sure you could manage. Vicar, how are we doing? Hope we're all good. Lawrence as well. Good evening. Let's have a fantastic stream. I love the positive attitude. Let's do it. I'm looking forward to this one. We've got Suzuka in the Group 3s. It looks as if it's a Porsche race, I'll be honest. Everybody's in the Porsches. There is a couple of other cars in and amongst the top 100. But I thought we would jump on nice and kind of early to do a little bit of practice. Now, I'm going to jump in. The Porsche is the car that I am going to go in. Let's jump in, but I'm gonna do my practice on the hard tyres, just so that we've got a bit of practice for the race. Then we start from the back on the first one, then we'll start doing a little bit of qualifying. Hopefully that sounds good to everyone. Let me know what you reckon. Sammy Snake was racing with a Porsche this morning. Yes, I caught about a minute and a half of Sammy's stream this morning, and that was where I seen that it was Suzuka. Now, give me a second, because I need to pull this chair back. That feels about... No, it's one more. There we go. That's the one. My nephew was on the rig yesterday, so I sat in it. Oh, and I've still got automatic gear changes. I was wondering why it wasn't changing up to second. He was on the rig yesterday. He's only 5, so he was like sat at the wheel, right up to the wheel like that, and then trying to, like, his toes just touching the pedals. So a couple of more years before he's grown into this. But yeah, I sat down on the stream and my nose was hitting the steering wheel. I was like, oh yeah. Try and readjust. Right, I'm going to do my practice on the hard tyres, sorry. We were on the mediums there. Get a little bit of race run practice, if you like, before we try and go for some qualifying afterwards. So we are entered onto the racing hards. What will we get? We'll be close to, it's normally a 158, 56, something like that, isn't it? A 158, 156. For Group 3s, actually, it might be in the 40s. I can't quite remember. It's just under 2 minutes, though, isn't it? So we'll probably get 3 laps at best here, and we'll see how we go. If anyone wants to get a guess in on what our quali time will be on our purple lap, so we've got probably 3 laps, like I say. Have a guess what our purple lap will be before we get into this race. If you guess that correctly, I'll be mighty impressed. So you have to bear in mind, I've done no practice. I don't think I've actually done the Porsche around Suzuka at all. Maybe have, maybe I haven't, I don't know. And we're on the hard tyres. If you manage to guess that lap time correctly, I'll be very impressed. So second gear, really, really nice out the Degner curves there. I think we'll want first gear out of the hairpin, will we? Or will it be... Maybe it's an early shift to second. I didn't quite get that right there. I'm always unsure with the hairpin because realistically, in the real world, it is a bit of a banked corner. There's a slight slope. You can see very clearly that the reason that this corner here, spoon curve, is so difficult is because the camber drops away. So it's really difficult to get the car to grip up and stay near the apex. But in that hairpin, really, really difficult because it actually is slightly cambered upwards, so you kind of want to run just off the apex. I heard Martin Brundle mention that once in commentary, and I've lived by that advice, but how accurate it is or how much of a difference it makes on Gran Turismo, I ain't so sure. Qualifying lap on the mediums, correct. I'm just doing a little bit of practice on the hard tyres because this is our first race of the stream. So I'm just doing a little bit of race run practice, basically. I'm better off doing the practice on the hard tyres than the mediums, because if I jump onto the hard tyres without practice, I'm going straight in to every single one of these walls that you see around the track. So I thought I'd play it safe just before we get into the first race. There we go. Maybe it's just a little bit too wide on that one there. Didn't manage to straighten the car up as early. You can see there, the car got away much better, but I was in first gear on the last lap. I was in second gear on that one. Oh, we shouldn't be getting Vicar, we shouldn't be getting adverts. Tell me, please, has that advert came up in the middle of the stream? Or do you mean it's just at the side of the video, or what's the... Please let me know, because I disabled the adverts on the live stream, so they shouldn't be showing. Because there's nothing more annoying than getting hit with ads mid-live stream, especially if it's like middle of a race or something like that. It's a bit annoying. So let me know, please, buddy. Where's the... What's that advert look like? What is it? What's happening? So that I can try and turn them off. Right, hopefully this next lap is a little bit better. We want to aim for a 2:01 probably on the hards, I would have thought. You missed the second egg nut, right? It shouldn't be doing that because there should just be no adverts at all on the stream. There should be one to click on and watch it, and then that should be it. There should be no more adverts. So thank you for letting me know, because I'm going to try and disable that, because it's actually more annoying than is actually worth it. To be fair, that's if I have any control over it. I don't actually know if I do, but it did give me the option saying, like, monetize stream. There we go, that's a much better exit, which I don't mind doing the monetization for when you click in as if you're watching any other normal video, but yeah, if there's another, let me know. Yeah, I'm going to try and delve into the setting. I don't know if I'll be able to do it on my phone. I need to do it on my laptop. Oh, miles away off the apex there. That's horrendous. Half a second up though. Not bad. Right, I need to lift a little bit earlier here. Oh, I clipped the grass. I clipped the grass on the right hand side there. We got loads of time in that, even on the hard tyre lap. We should be down to the mid ones, maybe low ones, 0.3-ish. All right, is anyone else doing these races tonight, by the way? We've got a few on the stream now. Massively grateful for that. Well, hopefully everyone's making the most of the races for themselves as well and getting a couple of laps in. Let me just have a quick look at the settings on here. Oh, also, let's set... So we'll start on the hard tyres. Starting from the back. Right, there we go. I disabled the adverts there, so you should not get any during the stream. Let me know if any more comes up, though. RL's racing at the Nürburgring. Yeah, it was Daily Race B, that, wasn't it? Was it Group 4, I'm guessing? So we're saying there, Sammy was starting on the racing mediums. Nice. Getting a few positions, then moving to the hard. Right, okay. Well, we're going to go the opposite. It's ×4 tyre wear. So we'll just see how we get on with this one. If we can make sure that we've hit the like button before we get into the race, and if we can make sure that we have subscribed to the channel if we haven't done so already, that helps more than you know. Right. Let's see how we get on then. So, ×4 tyre wear. I don't know how many laps that we'll actually get on the mediums. I mean, realistically, what do we think? Probably get 8, 7, 8 laps on the mediums. High deck circuit, so maybe it's not that many. What do we think? Does anyone have any insight, any knowledge on the pit wall? Oh, bit of contact there. Oh, we're going to nip underneath. Oh, we're going to try to. Oh my god, we don't even get past either of those positions there. What a nightmare. Yeah, loads of people coming off the hard tyres already. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Ah, damn it. I decided last minute there, but that's going to be a penalty, I think. How's the Top Gear series going? Any more filmed? Sadly not. I mucked that up a little bit, to be honest with you. We spent loads of money on those first few episodes, massive episodes, and they've not really done a huge amount, because then I've put them on this channel, which is where I wanted them to go, which has obviously got like 1,500 sim racing videos, so it's just not put the videos anywhere really. I think they've got about 2,000 views across 5 videos. So I'm a little bit gutted about that. I haven't been that sensible with them, and then obviously we've spent so much money doing those that I should have just done more videos, but not put as much money into each one and just had them slightly lower quality, but naturally we're pretty good on the filming side, so they would have still been really good, decent quality. So yeah, I've mucked that up a little bit, to be honest. I should have done it a bit differently in hindsight, but I was just so keen to try and do the best videos that we possibly could that I just put literally all of my money and savings into 5 videos without much thought. So then it's left us a little bit short this year because we've had a bit of a naff year with the business. These Monday night streams are the only thing really that I managed to do now that isn't work or isn't the business. So I always really look forward to them and try and make the most of them, but yeah, we've had a bit of a naff start to the business, so we've not even had, it's not like we're managing to hold on to any money that we can put into some more videos either, so we haven't really done any other real world videos at all, which is a shame. But I really enjoyed making them. They were really good. Yeah, they were good. Thank you, Vic. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, they were good. I was really happy with them. Still loads of things that we could have done differently, done better. I could have planned things a bit more. Just knowing what goes in or finding out what goes into such massive videos, even though I already kind of had an idea. You don't realise what goes into them until you're spending $3 a day to be on a racetrack. Having spent $3 on cheap cars, and then another $3 or more on all the camera operators to be there. And then you stood in the middle of that day going, I should have thought this through a bit more. Right, we're up to P12 then. Wasn't the greatest start. Thankfully we didn't get a penalty actually, I've just realised that. So this race isn't completely ruined at the moment. Is that for the first playlist on the channel? It is, it is. Oh, I'm on the grass there. It is on the for the pilot series, yeah. They were good videos. I loved that Mazda. I did love the Mazda MX-5, even though it was kind of falling apart. I did really like the Mazda. I wish I could have been able to hold on to it and restore it. That was the other thing. Cost us $1.50 to then fix the cars up that we bought. Crazy. Sliding a little bit there. Left the door open there because I thought he was going to go for a move and he was kind of alongside enough. The guy behind there, Neldon Tay? Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right there. Is he going to work with us there? I think he will. Oh, God. That slide went on for quite a while. Right, we've got 3 cars in front of us here that are all scrapping. If there was a magical incident that just wiped all 3 of them out, we'd be on for a P9 there, and then we'd be chasing down P8, and who knows, we might be on for a half-decent result, but P12 doesn't look that great at the minute. But it could all change yet. Be patient. Such a great track, Suzuka, isn't it? But my word, what a challenge it is to try and overtake around here. Not for him, not when I leave the door open like that. Very easy to overtake then. That was a mistake. Great scrap when we go through that final chicane. Both corners side by side there. That is unbelievable. Great work by him there. Great move, really. I just wasn't really clever enough or switched on enough there. Caught napping a little bit, as they say. This is where you then start pushing. Maybe it's a little bit too much though. James, how we doing? We're in the Porsche. We're in the Porsche. Porsche Cup again, it is. It is, unfortunately. Well, at least it's a different Porsche this time round, because we had it was the 911 RSR for such a long time round here, wasn't it? And then at least now it's a new Porsche. Or new to the game at least, anyway. here could be the moment of disaster that we're after. Having to lift loads there to then not go into the back of those guys. Lost loads of time. Yeah, the RSR wasn't used this much, yeah. Well, it was a mega car on GT Sport, and then once GT7 came out, it very rarely got used. I haven't really driven the RSR all that much on Gran Turismo 7 at all, I don't think. Oh, is that us running wide? It is. That's it, we're gone. Oh, I said this is when we start overdriving. Damn it. Well, we're right at the back. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Yeah, I didn't drive it because it was never the meta car. Well, that's it, exactly. Yep. Well, you can pretty much do the whole race on the mediums, no problem then. So it is probably just a case of doing one lap on the hards, ditching them, and then seeing how far you can go. But it might be worth trying to work out what everybody around you is on, because if everyone's starting on the hards and going to pit the same lap, then you're only racing them for the entire time like what we've been doing there. Well, we said the first one would be a practice. It's definitely been a practice.
Calster in P3 there. I think he's going to finish in P2. Yeah. Oh, still got one more lap to go. What am I doing? Absolute idiot. Well, I've got a lot of work to do if I want to race with these guys here, because these are all A+, full A+ lobby this was. And I have not been on the pace of them really, have I? Outbroke there as well. Dreadful. Dreadful. Dreadful, dreadful, dreadful. Right, let's go again. I'm going to guess we'll stick with a Porsche. Let's try again. Right, we'll actually do a little bit of quali here. So we'll get 3 laps for qualifying. Predictions in if you want to guess. Oh, we might not actually get the... I don't think we'll even get the 3rd lap in. So it's going to be 2 laps. Alright, get your guesses in then. What will our fastest lap of this lap or the next one... What will our fastest lap be on the mediums here? If we can get a sub 2 minutes, I'll be happy with that. I don't know if we will, though, because even in the race on the mediums with slipstream, we weren't anywhere near. We were still 2:01. Suzuka's always a track that I struggle with, to be honest, though. I'm scared of Suzuka. I always I always worry about crashing and just lose way too much time. Because it's one of those that will absolutely bite you if you get it wrong. So then I end up just nowhere near the pace. Is it coming home? Real thoughts? I'm going to say no. I'll be optimistic. I'll get along with the hype. I'll watch the... Obviously, I've been watching the games. I think we've been pretty crap in all the matches so far, though. Let's be honest. Let's not get carried away. We've been pretty rubbish. Oh, it is a sub 2. We got a 59.9. There we go. I think Argentina will have us in the next round. Yeah, it is Argentina next for us, isn't it? I'm having a mind fart moment now. Yeah, it is Argentina. Yeah, it is. It is. I had a mind fart moment there, thinking, hang on a minute, is that who we might face in the final? No, that's our next game. Lost all the time there. Sorry, Bill. Give me 2 minutes and I'll catch that comment properly. We got a good shot against FIFA's babies. Yeah, I don't know. I think Argentina's been... Even Argentina, to be fair, has had a bit of a weird couple of games, haven't they? I mean, that comeback against Belgium was unbelievable. But even the Switzerland game went extra time. And just because it looks like they've hammered them with a 3-1 win, the only reason they got the third goal was because then Switzerland were pushing so much for the equaliser, which is the gamble. And then just got done on the counter. So that was a closer game than the scoreline looks. But England, yeah, against Norway weren't that great. About 2/10 off my own pace here. Commit. Yeah, just over the 2 mark. I think we could have a 59.8 there, maybe, or maybe a 0.7. Yeah, 60 minutes with an extra player as well. Yeah, mind you, that was definitely a dive. I mean, the second yellow, the guy was in tears that he'd been sent off. I thought, well, you have just literally dove on the floor. Right, can we see who is around us? Most people are going on the hard tyres then. So should we try? Let's do something different and we'll try the mediums. We'll try on the mediums and run into the race and then hopefully not have any traffic. Let's see if that can be our aim for this one. And fingers crossed that works. That'll be our strategy. Right, guesses in then. What do we reckon in terms of results? P12 we start. Still not the quickest. This is the thing. If I was in an A lobby, we'd be smashing it. But we're up with the A pluses now, and I'm just a bit off the pace of the A pluses, I think. Look at these guys in front. Kizzy, we got Monster behind as well. Calster up top. Right, starting on the mediums. Come on. Get your guesses in, hit subscribe, hit the like button, say hello in the chat. 4 things before the race starts. Go, go, go. Who do you want out of the tournament? Argentina. Having to drive so far under the pace. Unbelievable scrapping with Kizzy there. He might be one of the few that's also on the mediums. Either that or he is just unbelievably fast even on the hard tyres. That is unreal scrapping with Kizzy there. And he does go into the pits. He was on the hard tyres. That just goes to show you, doesn't it? That just goes to show you. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Already lost too much time on that first lap, really. But it's whether or not driving probably 10, 20, maybe even 30% off the pace of the medium tyres for one lap is worth it to then have, hopefully, 9 laps of clean air. But we've got this guy in front of us now. Oh, he spinned it. Now I hope that guy is not thinking that that was us that just launched him off there. I didn't kill him. There was a bad lag though, that in fairness. But if anything, it looked like he'd brake checked me, didn't he? It looked as if he just lifted. And put the brakes on. Single tap rather than a usual double tap. I can't be getting accused of that sort of stuff. Right, look at this. We got Calster 12 seconds behind us, right? I bet you he closes that 12-second gap. Or I wouldn't be surprised if he did, put it that way. I would not be surprised if he did. He'll already set a purple lap when he crosses the line, I bet. There you go. Already faster. In the 59s. Crazy. I didn't even manage that on quali. Go. Oh, Bagpuss, how we doing? I think that's one gifted there. That is not the time to look. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that so much. Let me check. One gifted membership. Absolute hero. Thank you so much. That took me way too long to try and read that there. That was not the time. That was not the sector for me to try and read the chat. Thank you so much for that, mate. What an absolute hero. What an absolute hero. Bill's claimed it. Bill's received it. Wonderful stuff. Nice one, Bill. Thank you very much, buddy. So kind. I appreciate that massively. Thank you so much. There you go. So we've lost an entire second out of Calster's time already. So he's closed the gap by literally 1 full second. Yeah, I'm nowhere near the pace. Oh, I've got a really itchy nose. If I keep scratching my nose, it's going to look like I'm picking my nose the whole race here. It's not good. Right, lap 9 we need to come in, by the way. I can't forget that, and I probably will. Well off the apex there. Just being somewhere close to a racing line would be nice, wouldn't it? You know, if it's not too much to ask. There you go. Gap below 10 seconds now to Calster behind us. And we've still got to do our pit stop, by the way. I'm just hoping that the field spread behind has been enough that we everyone else has lost time and we can just slot in and have actually made up some positions by the end of the race. Fingers crossed. That is the whole point of an overcut. Or kind of going for the opposite strategy. Suzuka's just one of those tracks, though, isn't it? It takes so much concentration. You feel drained after a stream, and it's like, I only race Suzuka on a screen, on a game. Wasn't even actually driving. I wasn't even actually at the track. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll cost you a bit of time as well. Why not? Little scrape with a wall. Oh, Calcer must have had a bit of a mistake or a penalty or something. A little bit of time lost, which is nice for him, for me. Go. Oh, Bagpuss. Tricky track this one for sure. Absolutely is, mate. Member for 1 month. Thank you so much, buddy. That's 2. You didn't need to do that. Thank you so much. What an absolute hero. I appreciate it more than you know. And it helps the channel more than you know as well, buddy. Thank you so, so much for that. What an absolute hero. Still well off the pace here. Gap under 9 seconds now. Right, one more. One more lap. Box next lap, don't forget, absolutely. Well, we'll see when we get to the end of this lap. I might have forgotten by then. Might need another reminder. Right, box. Let's go. Let's see where we end up here. We've got how many? I can't see that. I think that's 4 cars coming through the final chicane. Gonna pass us on the straight. 2 already gone. 3 already gone. 4 gone. Can we still get a top 8 finish here or not? It's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. P6, P7. We got P8 right behind us. Right, that has actually worked quite well, considering where we started. Oh, not as much grip on the hard tyres, even as that really worn set of mediums that we've just ditched. Still less grip on these tyres. that just goes to show what a difference that's made then. Having the clearer air has actually helped us a lot there. We might still lose P8. We got Kizzy, look, right behind us. He started just in front. Oh, second guessing how much throttle we can put in with a grip on the hards. Magic, P7. That's not a bad result. That's not a bad result. So difficult though in this lobby, honestly. So difficult. That is the only way that I can compete, is by not battling with them. Because I'm not good enough to race them in race at the minute. I still need to improve. So I'm not quite good enough or quick enough to actually race them on track and not lose so much time. So it is easier to just stay out of the fight, be a little bit slower off the pace, but lose less time by running my own race on a different strategy. Yeah, don't worry, James. I'm not P1. The world has... nothing's gone wrong with the world. I just hadn't pitted. So, yeah, still in the A pluses, but hanging on by a thread. Right, I think we go again then. Let's go. Straight in for another race, I think. Straight in for some more quali again. We'll try our best. Be as quick as we can, yeah. We're going to get 2 laps of quali. If it doesn't crash. Got to be in the top split with Calster. Possibly. I don't know if it is top split, but yeah, Calster's it doesn't get much higher than that, does it? So I wouldn't know. I mean, if it was a top split, I wouldn't be surprised with some of the names in there. But if it is actual top split, which I don't think it would be. But again, some of the names in there, I wouldn't be surprised. But a P7 then in a top split lobby is even better. So I'm going to say that it is top split, even though I don't know if it is or not. Right, I just need to try and attack turn 1 quite a bit more, first of all. There's loads of time to be gained out of turn 1. Oh no, I mucked that up, clipping the grass. There's then loads of time to hopefully be gained in the first sector overall. Come on. First lap is the benchmark. Next lap has to be a good one. We want to try and aim. I think we could get a 59.8 probably, because we're only 21 thousandths off that. A 7 maybe. A 6 if we're lucky. And a 0.5 by a miracle. So are we going to be lucky or are we going to have a miracle? Get your guesses in. What will either this lap or next lap be? If you get it correct, all 3 decimal places included. Free t-shirt is yours from the merch store. If you've tuned into at least one stream already, you will probably be sick of me saying that, but it is a chance to win. Ah! Oh, that's one way to throw it away. But it is a chance to win some free merch. How much time do we think was lost on that final chicane? Almost spinning it in first gear. Oh, lost it all. Lost it all in spoon curve. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Wow. Pretty much 4, maybe 5/10 lost there. It's on the last lap where we did almost spin out of the chicane. So I think that we do have some pace to be found in places. Not smooth at all through turn 1 there. Yeah, some faster drivers have retired for the day, exactly. Right, few more people starting on the mediums. Look at this, so Powell, Sadsumoto. Oh no, there's a few of them seem to be changing. Powell's coming off. Sadsumoto's the only one still on mediums. Carter is on mediums. Everybody else is on the hard tyres. So we're going to do exactly the same again, I think, then. Starting a little bit further back this time. Peter, how are we doing? Welcome along, Peter Lab Racing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you in here before, I don't think. Thank you so much for stopping by, tuning in, hopefully subscribing, and thank you for saying hello. Good luck to you too if you're racing. Are you in this lobby? Are you in this lobby? Or are you in? Or are you just enjoying the daily races? Hope we're all well, Peter. Thank you for tuning in. He says nope. Not in this race. Well, good luck if you are racing. Fingers crossed for this one. This is the only way that we can compete in these really high level A+ races, A+ lobbies. Whoa! You see that car drift? I think it was an NSX there, I think. Do you see it drifting? Raced me a few times before and had some fun. Amazing stuff. Oh, I love that. But just here to watch. Right, well, we need plenty of encouragement, so let's give it plenty. P13. it's this first lap where we don't want to lose too much time. Because everybody else is on the hard tyres. We're on the mediums here. And we're essentially driving kind of 15-20% under pace. Now I tried to go for some moves in the last race, but they just didn't work. Because most of them were trying to go around the outside in very silly places. Might have this one round the outside, yeah. Not on the power early enough there. We could see even all these guys on the hard tyres all got away quicker there. Yeah, it wasn't a 911, so they decided to throw it out of the race. Oh, here we go. A few people running wide. What we're going to have here. Whoa, going to have to go to the inside to try and dodge that one there. Thankfully, we make it stick as well. Right, a few people going in. There we go. So Sad's Motor was one of the ones that was staying on the mediums. I don't know if P1 is on the mediums or if he's on the hard tyres. He might be on the hard tyres but just staying out for another lap. We'll see, depending how quickly, if any, we close to him. Right, Smarto in front as well. Much better exit. Come on. Come on. Robert, how are we doing? When will I pit? It's going to be lap 9. We're going to go long on the mediums at the start. It's basically all you need to do is just one lap on the hard tyres. So it's either pit at the start or pit at the end. We're going to try and go opposite strategy for this one. Because it kind of worked in the last race. We've got Kizzy behind us as well, also on, I'm guessing the mediums, but potentially doing only his second lap on the hard tyres. Right, race leader goes in. There we go. He was on the hard tyres. So it's us and Sad Tomato. Let's see what we can do here. We don't want to fight with him, though. This is the thing. We don't want to fight with him. Yeah, I'm surprised to see him in the VW as well, to be honest. Unless it is a complete underdog car that has some weird and wonderful magical pace that I didn't know about. But instead of an underdog of a car, I'm going to guess it might just be a dog. Either an underdog or a dog. I hope for his sake it's just a dog. It seems to be understeering everywhere. So it looks like it might be a dog. Right, come on. Let's really try. Put the hammer down here. Be as quick as we possibly can. It is a dog. Love it. Messed that one up. Lots of time lost there. Tried to carry too much speed. Went up to fourth. Didn't really need to do it there. Carl, how are we doing? Welcome along, Tatty. Oh, it says Callie. Sorry, I thought it said Cal. I apologise. Callie, hope we're all well. Thank you so much for stopping by, tuning in and saying hello. Free merch, absolutely. If you guess correctly, our fastest lap. We've given away a few. Very difficult to get it correct though, but we have given away a few. Just a bit too early on the power there. Ah! No! Just ran a little bit too wide there. Not great. Now, Sad Tomato, or Tomato, depending where you are in the world, has dropped back a little bit. I don't know if he's had a couple of mistakes, but it would be great if he made a few more, if it has been mistakes. Oh, that was nearly a big one there. If he has been making mistakes, it would be great if he just dropped back a little bit more and decided to hold up Calster and the gang. Alright, we are starting to slide now. I don't know if you noticed, but we drifted through most of turn 1 there. So we are starting to slide, lose a little bit of grip, trying to carry a bit too much speed in that the car just can't quite handle. Nice, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Ah! Sometimes I just roll off the brakes just a little bit too early. Bit of a tank slapper that one was, as they'd say in the motorbike world. Can 130R be done flat out? No, definitely not. Well, not in this car anyway. If you mean more generally, then possibly. Some of the hypercars will. In fact, maybe it's even on the soft tyres. These cars might be able to. But I'm having to lift quite a bit there. Oh, that was a scary moment. That was almost that. That was almost a goner there. Yeah, lost a lot of time there as well. Right, Sad Tomato's got Calstar right behind him now. I'm hoping that, or I was hoping that he would be able to hold Calstar up a little bit along with the rest of the pack that will be behind him. But I think Calstar's broken away from that pack now. Because the more that we can could have hold up kind of positions, I don't know, P5 through to sort of P10, the more that they get held up, the earlier or the higher up the grid we drop back in. Right, coming in end of this lap. Come on, let's find out where we're going to be. Coming into the pits now. What's that gap going to be? Onto the hard tyres. Come on, let's see where we're going to end up here. Let's see where we're going to end up. Starting on the racing medium, is it the preferred strat with you top players? Well, for a start, I'm not a top player. That's why I'm starting on the mediums. We find ourselves in a very quick lobby. We can see how many places we've lost there. Look at that. So our plan was to start on the mediums, run as far into the race as we could, and not lose time scrapping with everybody, because I think it's the overall definitely quicker strategy is starting on the hards, doing one lap, ditching them for the race and mediums, and then away you go. But I'm not quite as quick as the guys in this lobby. I'm probably one lobby above my ability with some of the racers and guys that's in here. So that's why I was starting on the mediums, was to do the opposite strategy and have clean air. Oh, no, messed that up. Now, I might get really lucky and just grab a P8 here if there's a mistake or somebody bins it, but at the minute, I'm going to be trying to hang on for P9. We got Zigzag behind us, look. No. I've mucked it up. Right, he's going to get in front here. If we can try and get tuck into slipstream, maybe we have a chance to fight this one back. Not quite. Not quite. Good racing though. Great racing. Great racing. Well, that makes 2 of us then, Callie, because I should have had that move there, and quite clearly I am also shite. Yeah, I definitely need to do something a bit different in this lobby. It almost worked there, but I think it just depends on how everybody else's race has gone behind. If they haven't cost each other loads of time fighting, then the clean air that you've got is wiped out with the fact that they haven't lost any time. And if they have scrapped and you've not been part of it, then it's a totally different result. So we got P7 in the last race, P10 in that one. Not bad, considering it is a stacked A+ lobby. Look at some of the names in here. Crazy quick. Crazy quick. Pukali, how we doing? Yeah, racing in top split now. I mean, I think it's only because there's not many people racing at the moment. There's a few spots going up in the higher lobbies. I'm not on the pace of these guys at the minute, but it's really fun just trying to be part of it. It's really fun trying to stay in the mix. So yeah, that's been good fun, that. Really good fun. Alright, we'll try and go straight in again. See if we can get one more in. I actually don't even know what the global ranking is. It can't be that good because we're nowhere near it in the race lobbies. 501, I mean... I might watch some lap times after this. We'll do two more qualies because I feel like I could improve by myself, and I want to see what my limit is before I just start trying to copy a load of fastest laps. So let's get 2 laps in here. Get your guesses in then. What will our quali time be, or our lap in purple for this quali session? If you guess correctly and you get all 3 decimal places correct, free t-shirt is yours from the merch store. So if you heard us talking about free merch earlier, now is your chance. I might be able to get a little bit of throttle in there early as the car's turning. To be fair, we talked at the start about that being a slight banked corner. So we might be able to get a little bit more, or just some throttle in there if we can. Just as early as we can. Let's just gun it. Go. Go. Come on then, let's get some guesses in. Let's see some numbers. What we got? 212A from Picali, 159. Oh, Robert, get another decimal place on there. 159, was that say 1.5 or 7.5? Quickly get another decimal place on so we can make that one count. I've had to shift very early up to 3rd there because I was desperately trying to keep full throttle. Oh, it's a 2 minute there. Let's try and improve on that. There's definitely a couple of tenths in it for me here. Yeah, that's a good exit there. At least half a tenth in that. Temporarily made up a little bit of time there. We've lost it a little bit. Just under half a tenth. A third of a tenth. Oh, I've actually lost time there. Crazy. Come on. Head down, slipstream. I just had to try that without lifting as little as possible. Yeah, 10th down by the end of it. Pushed a bit too hard there. What a struggle. What a struggle. Just can't try and force your way into turn one there. You still have to brake early to keep this car pretty controlled. Yeah, that 9.2921 is might be as quick as I'm getting tonight, to be honest. Try to short shift on third early, interesting, right? Try to use second gear on the exit, the last corner. It's one of those where first gear is, though, a really good gear. And even if you see from kind of like 50 mile an hour, or kind of like that sort of like mid 40, high 40-ish, first gear is probably still the best gear on some of those exits. A little bit tricky. Right, we've dropped down now. Here we go then. This is good. So we've dropped down a lobby. Most people still starting on the hards here, do we think? Or is it going to be some people on the mediums? Yeah, most people shifting onto the hard. Right, this is a bit more 50-50 split now. The world's fastest used second gear, interesting. Is that in the Porsche, I'm guessing, as well, yeah? Well, we're going to stay on the mediums here in the Porsche. Right, okay, interesting. Okay. They're probably able to carry more speed as well, where second gear is actually worth it. For me, I'm still a bit too slow on the rotation of that last corner on the chicane. So that's why first ends up being better for me. So I just need to try and carry a bit more speed through it, I think, as well. Right, come on then, let's go again. Starting P8 on this one, a little bit higher up. Yeah, first gear out of the hairpin. Yeah, that definitely feels right. I tried second gear a couple of times, it was no good, wasn't it? Carly agrees with Bill. Right, we're all in agreement then. I just need to be quicker, I think that's the main thing we need to agree on. Or that we all do agree on. Let's go then. So, half the grid is on the mediums, half the grid is starting on the hard tyres. In the other lobbies that we were in, the higher lobbies, we were starting on the mediums because everybody was starting on the hard. And it was kind of helping us out, but this one's going to be a bit trickier because there will be people that we are battling. Someone's off onto the grass there, look at that. Come on. Come on. Theo in the Nissan, look. That's brave. Ah, no, we were side by side on that one. That's a bit aggressive, that one. It was a bit last minute. Our thoughts, please. I would probably think about giving the place back on that one. But we were alongside at Apex and all that sort of stuff. What do we think? Oh, someone else running wide. Look at this. Oh, he's coming back on track. Oh, can I get round him? Oh, he's had a snap there. P4 for now. Yeah, definitely a lower split. Yeah, that's for sure. We got a couple of A's in this one as well. Oh, he spun him. Oh, he spun us as well. Oh, no. Almost spun us. Luckily, we're all right. Right, 4.1 to the race leader. Let's try our very best to close that down. Oh, big snap. Two big snaps. Oh, slight lag into the braking zone. Don't know if that came across on the stream there, but that wasn't very nice. Contact again. All right, though, let's go. Let's go, absolutely. 4 seconds is the gap up ahead, though. It's going to be really difficult to take that out in basically 8 laps. Unless we happen to be half a second a lap quicker. Which is unlikely, isn't it? That's took out a big chunk of time there. Come on. 3/10. I'm so sorry, Callie. I will reply. It's not like you sent me a text message. I will find that. Read that comment as soon as I can. I can't even get my words out. I'm trying to concentrate so much. I'm so sorry. Here we go. I'll try and have a glance on the straight. Oh, here we go. Yeah, basically saying we got to be quick. We've got to drive pretty much faultlessly, which is not my speciality. I'm really good at making mistakes. That I can do no problem. 3.7 now. We're not making up as much time as we want. We have set fastest lap though. 3.6 the gap. He's gone off. He's gone off. Well, that's helped us massively. 1.8 the gap now. Almost like a little bit of a cheat code that there. There we go. Just brings him back towards us. .4, 1.3. .2, 1.245, 1.236, 1.227, 1.20, 1.16, 212, 28, 20, 193. Come on! What I'm trying to say is we're closing. Go. 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 Slip. This is it, yeah. We're in the slipstream now for sure. For sure. Have a nice slipstream up the pit straight as well. And hopefully by now he'll be watching in his mirrors. Come on. Oh, almost had a slide. Go. Well, we've took 4 seconds out of him. He did have a big mistake. We took about a second out, I think. We got it down to, what was it, 3 point something. We've took the remaining second and a half out now. So if we can here, we'll have him on the straight. Or maybe the pit straight. Come on. Bit of a short shift as well once we're in the slipstream. Oh, would have considered it. Big move into turn one. Into the final turn, sorry, not turn one. Would help if I knew where I was on the track, wouldn't it? Has he gone? Has he gone? Has he gone? No. He's almost gone that time. He's almost gone that time as well. Come on, closing the gap now. He's gone wide. Off he goes. Off he goes. Well, just for the avoidance of any doubt, I didn't touch him there, just in case anyone wonders. He did just literally drive off the track. I don't know if he was given space to let me go through and then just understeered or what, but there we go. That'll do. That'll do. Pressure. That's all you got to do. Pressure. He bugged out, yeah, just a little bit. Right, we just need to keep going now. We need to hope, once we do our pit stop, that we don't lose any places. Fingers crossed we've got this, I'm hoping so. It just depends whether or not anybody behind and the guys that are on a different strategy have had basically a sort of a cleaner race than us. We made a couple of mistakes, but nothing too bad. Thought I'd forgot to go into the pits there, but I'm a lap ahead of myself. We're all right. Right, P2 goes into the pits. on the mediums. Go. That's nicely done there. It feels like it's all right, that. Oh, that not so much. Stu, you do this every time. Just as we're doing well, you come on and predict the future. It's guaranteed now. We're going to go out onto the hard tyres probably, is when we'll muck it up. Go. Yeah, go. Go, go, go. Come on. Come on. Oh, Mikey's beat us. Oh, Raphael's beat us as well. I'd still be happy with a podium. Come on. Come on. I'll definitely take a P3. We'll definitely take a podium if we can here. We've got Takumi behind us. Potential that there's enough of a gap there, or close enough of a gap that he could have. Oh no, definitely not. Actually, I don't know what I was trying to say there. What I was trying to say was, I think he could be close enough that with the slipstream, he could go for a move. But by that point, we were already through 130R, so probably not. There we go. P3 podium. Get up. We'll have that. We will have that. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Bukali, thanking you. 1 and 2 started with hard tyres, yeah. So they've gone in very early. So they've basically done the opposite, just trying to get the clean air. Maybe they've been... Well, they've probably been very quick as well. Let's not take that away from them. But might have been lucky with where the traffic was for them. Maybe it's the people around them starting on the medium. So when they've pitted, they've had a gap. Pretty close, though. Good solid race, this. Should we go for one more? What do we think? Go for one more race? Defo one more. Come on then. Let's go for another. Right. Try quali again. Oh, should we watch a replay first? Because all of a sudden we might be super duper quick. Let's just watch a replay. Let's just see. Did you notice there? Look at that. Even through this corner here. Let's see where he's at in terms of... so he's still in first there, but as it picked up, I think he's very quick into second gear. Yeah, there you go. So that's what... I think, Carly, was it you that said second gear there, I think? I might have had that wrong. Who was it that said use second gear there? And I said, I'm not getting enough speed. You can see that they were carrying way more speed than I normally am. So they're all the way out wide there. Interesting. Letting the car just roll off at that point up to third. Are they going to clip fourth? No. Just a lift. Tiny little stab at the brakes. You can use the gears basically to do a lot of the braking for you here, which is what you want. Slight touch of the brakes again. That's a bigger lift from him there than I thought. So that's interesting. He's just gone for one big lift, get the car in, and then go. He's still at the very top end of third gear all the way through there. I'm not using as much track on the exit for second. I don't think I'm as early on the power. 53.4 for the end of that sector. He is going quite tight to the apex, but early on the throttle. This one here. We don't drop down to second, which is interesting. Slight touch of the brakes again, and then look how early we are on, and we're going to risk running all the way wide there. .150. So we're dropping down at that point there. We're dropping down to about 145-ish and then picking it back up to 47.89. So he's still at 150 through there. Unbelievable. Very, very quick. Benny, how we doing? Hope we are all well. Hope you are well too. We're going to try and get one lap in here. Oh, no. No, we're not. Come on. I don't think we'll cross the line here with enough time. Come on. Come on. Quicker, quicker, quicker. Go, go, go. Right, let's see then. So we will cross the line here, but it'll not count towards qualifying. Bit messy. A little bit messy. Good improvement, that. Good improvement. 3/10 off on that lap. And that was still a little bit messy, as we said. A couple of mistakes, so... Where would that have put us? Still not great. It would have put us P12. Probably there, I think. Yeah. P11, 12, something like that. Excuse me. Right, we'll do the same. We'll start on the mediums. Try and see what everyone else is on. Satsumoto on the medium. He's the only other one. There we go. Him and Eddie. And then I think Eddie's on the... Might be on the hard tyres as well. So, there we go. Cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I knew the game would ignore the lap time. Unfortunately, just literally crossing the line with like a couple of tenths to spare. So that's all right though. Oh, at the back on this one. Oh, well, so we're back up to that A+ lobby. But then everybody has improved, so we are right at the back now. Right at the back. A P8 in this would be an miracle. Points if anybody gets the Top Gear reference there. Right, let's go. Right, gifted a position with somebody binning it. Well, that wasn't quite giving us the space there, was it? That wasn't quite giving us the space there, was it? I don't actually know if it was him, so I'm not going to call him out. It was him. Yeah. Pointless. Damn it. Damn it. Ugh, I don't want to be in the Atenza. Yeah, annoying that one. Definitely knew that we were there. Definitely knew that we were there. Annoying. What can you do? What can you do? Right, we'll see if we can get a good lap or two in here. I doubt that we'll be very quick. I always struggle at the Nürburgring to begin with, but you normally need a few more than just 2 laps, that's for sure, in terms of practice. Oh, no, come on. You need 2 corners. Yeah, I need a bit more than that then. Yeah, the strategy definitely works. It just depends on whether or not everybody, if you go long and everybody pits early, if they all have a clean race pitting early, then that is probably the quicker way to go, because your slower lap, which is the first lap when everybody's bunched together, is then done on the hard tyres, which is a slower tyre anyways. So the gamble is, do you lose 1 lap of being really quick on the mediums, you know, their full potential pace? Do you sacrifice 1 lap on the mediums for a full then race, you know, 9 or more laps, well, 9 laps of clear running? And for a couple of times for us, it worked out that it was worth doing that. In C lobby, so no way the race is clean. 2:05 is the lap time that you need around here to kind of win the race. Well, we're miles off the pace then, so we're 3 seconds off the pace. That was our first lap. Let's call that the out lap. Come on. Ah, no. Well, I'm 2 seconds off the pace of a 2:05 to have any chance of winning the race, but then again, I always am off the pace here. it's a 2:05 in race pace, I'm assuming you mean, not in quali. Is that right? Is that the conspiracy going round, Bill? Yeah, look at this. 2:05 for all these guys. 2:04 for these guys up top. We're well off it. We are well off it. Right, come on then. Let's see what we can do for this one. Predictions in. We're starting from the back, and then we'll think about doing one more race, a daily race C. Hopefully without a Frenchman running us into the grass. Fingers crossed. Right, let's see how we do with this then. Wouldn't say it's a conspiracy because it's true. Yeah, it used to be an unbelievably good car, wasn't it? I think that's maybe the. I don't know if that's the thing, or maybe it was never a good car, but then the physics got updated to something more realistic, and maybe made us realise it wasn't a good car. Who knows? Who knows? In the same race as RL250, yes we are. He is fighting for the podium though. We are fighting for, well, our lives basically. If we can manage to somehow stay within this race, it will be a miracle. Let's see what we can do. Oh! Oh. Oh. Right, everyone's still in the same position. Carry on. Oh, oh, I got hit twice there. Well, RL's got the P2 look. Really surprised at how well this car turns in second gear, full throttle, out of turn one. Quite surprising that, actually. I will be trying really hard in this race, I promise you that. If I can get P8, as we always say, a positive TR result. But I feel like I'm trying my absolute best yet, and it ain't working much. Come on. Oh, this guy behind us got the run on at circuit. He has got the run. Oh no, he's working with us. I think he will immediately regret that, I've got to say. Right, 1.5 second penalty for Dynamite. So we're still P10 actually. I said that as if we like, oh, we're in with a shout here. Forgot that we'd already lost a place. Oh my god, it's been ages since we've raced on this track. You forget how good it is, but what a challenge. Maybe I need second gear there. I'm still using third, short shifting our way out. Here we go. That one didn't look particularly great, that, I'll be honest. I will sit back and give them that one back. Right, this is for P8 then. This is the scrap that we're trying to have here with this Ferrari. Listen to that Ferrari, jeez. Oh, he's gone wide. We'll have the run here. Ferrari's gone off there as well. We might get a penalty for that, which I think would be unfair. But I did make the most of cutting the corner, knowing that we'd had the contact. I'll not lie. You could see through that one, let's be honest. No pen yet. I think that's the correct decision, but I did make the most of it. As soon as I knew we had the contact, I was like, right. Cut the corner. So bizarre to me that that's not track limits as well, by the way, which I find absolutely mental. Oh, I was just about to give him the place there pretty much, but he's got a penalty, so we'll hold on to P8. What a dream. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, at least that's a positive DR result. There's not much positive about it, but at least it's a positive DR result. Right, should we do one more Daily Race C? I will need a little bit of convincing, so do we think we should do it or not? Right, back in the quicker car. Come on. Yeah, it depends, doesn't it? Because as soon as there's a little bit of contact, it kind of just lets you off cutting the corners. But like you say, some people know how to abuse it. I mean, I did there because I knew I wasn't getting the penalty. But there must still be a limit. Daily C redemption, absolutely. Let's hope we can pull back what we lost on the last one. Super aggressive into turn 1. That couldn't have been any more aggressive, could it? I don't know if it was quick because we were sliding a lot. No braking, just slamming down. Well, hardly any braking, just slamming it down into second gear instead. Come on, let's try and get a better result for this one. Decent quality is all we need. Well, that's one way to throw it away. Yeah, well off the pace there. We're already 1 second off the pace of the ghost lap that we were watching there. His is a 53. Was it 53.4 there or 53.6? Either way, we're at 54.4. So we're either 8 tenths or we're a full second off. It doesn't look great either way. Just missed it. Right, try and set up for a good next lap. Let's start that again. Pushing a bit too much. Bad setup, yeah. Brakes are glazed. Mega aggressive there again. It's a bit too much, maybe. No, that might be where we lose all our time. Lost lots of time there as well. Which ghost is that? That's not the ghost of that fastest lap. Surely, because we'd be on for a 58 something if it is. Can't be, can it? It's got to be one of the previous sessions. Ah, 2 tenths off. 2 tenths off. Down to a 2. I was trying to see if that was a 200 or a 202. Want to get down to a 202 before you let yourself on track tomorrow. That's fair. That's admirable. I like it. I like your thinking. Right, let's see where everyone's at. Right, so Forsberg. Wiedesheim. Couple of people basically on... got a Frenchman, Rasmus on the mediums. Couple of people are on the mediums. Let's go for a top 5. Ho ho! From P9. You must be mental. Let's see how we go though. Right, come on then. Desperately trying to get round here. Not quite going to work. Learn from a mistake in the last race to just back out of that a bit earlier. Damn it, lost a little bit of time there. Someone into the wall. Oh! 2 people into the wall. That move into the last corner, into the chicane, didn't look too great from me there. I was distracted by the guys that had gone into the wall. Just outbroke a little bit. Right, now this guy out front, I think, yeah, Flexi is very, very quick. Seven seconds the gap, and he's just going to continue to pull that gap because he's absolutely rapid. If we can manage a podium here or a top 5, as we say, that would be a really good result. Don't forget how many people, fast people, we've got in this lobby though. Kalsa's one of them. Heat on, look, Rasmus. Lots of really quick people. Flexi up top is rapid. Yeah, no way I'll catch him. Absolutely not. Look at that. I mean, that's 6/10 faster just this lap alone, I think. In and amongst the aliens, this is the problem exactly. I am not quick enough to be in this group. That's for sure. But it just makes my driving feel absolutely amateur compared to these guys, and then the more that I'm pushing, the more mistakes that I'm making. As long as I can be quick against myself is the main thing, isn't it? I mean, he is 1.6 seconds a lap quicker than me, or 1.5. Just crazy. Crazy levels of speed. Look at the speed of this guy behind me as well. Absolutely rapid. He's caught up proper quick there. We're pretty consistent on a 2-minute 8/10 though. Oh, that's from quite far back, that one. That's from quite far back. Already a second lost on this lap, 1.2 down. Damage. I'm trying too much. Can you... What gave that away? The fact that I haven't spoke since the start of the race. Yeah, I probably am trying too much. You're probably right. I was concentrating on that last lap because that actually was a kind of a decent battle. I just can't get how quick the guy out in front is. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. 16.3 seconds the gap, look. Bonkers quick. Absolutely bonkers quick. Well, it's probably obvious to say that he's won this race. Still got this guy right behind us here. He's gone for that one. We're going to hold it around the outside there, I think. No, not quite. Yes. Losing loads of time as we're battling with this guy here as well. Is also now the problem. So sorry, Bill. I just cannot read that message. I'm so sorry. There's two reasons that I can't read it. One, because I know that if I do, I will end up crashing. And two, for some reason, quite clearly, my eyesight's gotten worse because I'm actually now struggling to even make out the letters, and my laptop has not moved. So between this week and last week, clearly my eyesight has got a lot worse. Oh, that was sketchy. Right, coming in end of this lap then. Come on. Come on. Go. go. Right, we're going to lose a couple of positions, definitely, and then hopefully we only lose a couple of positions, maybe. I want to be right in the mix of these guys here that are coming down the straight now. I think they'll have gone. Yeah, so P1 and 2 through. This is a killer now. This is a killer now. Oh, there's P8 there. We are scrapping with P8. Oh, we're scrapping for P8. I'm just going to have more blind trust in these cold tyres than what he does. Just get down on the power earlier and hope for the best. Either way, we're losing DR in this race, whether we finish P9 or whether we finish last, so we might as well go all out to try and get P8 here. Yeah, that's where I've lost it. For some absolute stupid reason. Yeah, there we go, we've lost it. Yeah. And we've binned it. Ah, damn it! I said whether or not we finished last or finished P9, we were losing DR. And we were definitely losing DR. Guaranteed. Damn it. Ah, damn it. Difficult race, that one. Pretty unlucky, I think. I don't know. Bit stupid in places. Bugger. Bugger. Had it in the pocket, yeah. Well, kind of. I had that was decent pace in that race there. Ish. Oh, look at that. This guy finished P9 and he got positive DR. Who knows? We might have done. I was pushing too much there. Pushing too much. Trying too hard. Pushing too much. Overdone it. Lessons learned. Right. Well, we'll call it a night there. And then we will be back on Saturday, hopefully. So, back on Saturday. Oh, God. This is not going to be much fun, is it? Who knows? It might be. I should stop being so pessimistic. I should stop being so pessimistic. This might be fun. It might not be. I can't really see it, but it's Nations Cup, isn't it? So, it's meant to be a bit bizarre from time to time. And it's at Suzuka as well. It might be better than we think. We'll find out when we try it. Oh, God. Right, okay then. Ending it there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. We've had some good results, some iffy results, some bad results. Been a mixed bag, as it always is on the streams, but good fun either way. So, if you can all do me a favour, hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you've hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. And then I will catch you all, hopefully, on Saturday. Keep your eye out for any videos, shorts, YouTube shorts, any videos, all that sort of stuff up on the channel as well. Even if you just hit like, drop a comment. Even if you don't watch the video, but you just do those two things, it helps more than you know. Man.
Yeah, they got me racing a turd in Suzuka. Yeah. So I'm not the only one that's not a fan of it. But there we go. I will catch you all on Saturday for that. We might only do one entry. Who knows? We might do a couple. We'll see. But, of course, we've got the Belgian Grand Prix Spa as well. So I will not be having anything get in the way of that. Right. Catch you all in a little bit then. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And I will catch you, hopefully, all on Saturday. Toodles.